Good morning. My name is Shawn and I welcome you back for another technical analysis video, the second video of the day. In this video we'll be covering XRP. I actually just took a position on this one, and this is going to be a slightly different video, at least compared to the rest of the altcoin videos I usually cover. This is going to be a more longer term trade, depending on how things pan out. If things go wrong very fast, I'll be out of the trade very fast, right? But this is a asymmetrical trade opportunity that I am looking at, and I'm going to be basically breaking down my thoughts for you guys. Of course, none of this is financial advice. If you guys follow me, you are probably going to lose all your money, so do not follow a single word I say. That being said, let's get started with this. I'm looking at the weekly over here, as you guys can see, and we can go ahead and draw some clear support and resistance levels right off the bat. And as you can see, we had a very nice level that XRP based off right over here, right? This was the buy. If you just mark out the candle closes of these guys over here, where we bounced, had a drive up, and now it looks like we are grinding across that area, right? You're seeing that XRP has put in a higher low over here compared to this low. Okay, so on the weekly time frame, we have put in a lower high over here, and now potentially a higher low. I am hunting for a higher high as well, somewhere around this region. I'll be getting to that in a bit. So that's where we have a support level, okay, underneath us. And in terms of resistance, we can go ahead and mark out one clear level over here. We can go ahead and mark out the candle closes as well as the wicks. Okay, again, for those of you who are on the C program, you guys know exactly what I'm doing over here. Just do that, and we have one right over here. Okay, we'll go ahead and do this one too. Okay, cool. So we have something to base our levels off now. Moving forward, we have our weekly levels. We can actually go ahead and just mark these as our weekly level. Just hit a W over there. Okay, put a W. Sorry for the, it might be boring for you guys, but hey, I want to keep this chart neat. What the hell? Why is my caps up not staying? Okay, cool. So we have our weekly levels now marked. Again, quick and dirty, but very effective. Now what I want to do is switch on over to the daily and see what's going on over there. Come on, and XRP right over here. Okay, so you're seeing that we did have candle closes underneath that weekly level, which is a little bit concerning, but that's XRP for you, right? It's not the neatest when it comes to price action unless you are looking at the higher time frames. We had what you could say a double fake out or a double dip underneath, but you could also call this a double bottom formation. I think, did we do a technical analysis video somewhere around this time? And I actually tried, yes, I do remember. Remember trying to catch this move and then missing it. I got out of the move, and a day before I got out of it, it pumped to the upside, right? A day after I got out of it, pumped to the upside. Yep, I do remember this now actually. So we're going to go ahead and mark this out over here too now. And what I'll do now is I'll lighten this up a little bit and mark that out as my daily level. Okay, that's good. So I don't expect XRP to be coming down over here at all. In fact, this is far away from what we will be managing risk out of. What I'm actually looking at on the daily time frame is these guys over here, guys. Very similar to this W formation that we had over here. We have some structure going on over here, right? This candle over here, I'm completely ignoring it. You guys may or may not disagree, may or may not agree with me on this one, but this is a FU candle. When you see a pump like this and a dump right back, guys, nope, nothing, something I'm not interested in at all. And this is one of the reasons why I do not trade XRP on the lower time frames. This can get very frustrating for those of you who are XRP fans and want to see this start moving. But I do think XRP is putting in a certain signature here that might, when you also look at the overall market performance, we may have a asymmetrical trade on our hands over here. Okay, it may start moving to these levels over here. Somewhere around here is where I'll be looking at, but these are the weekly levels. Remember, when I'm marking a weekly level, the daily levels, especially the hourly levels, may be much higher than that. The days may take XRP past the weekly levels, and then we close underneath those levels anyways, if you're talking about resistance, right? Okay, but again, levels are just something to guide your trades off, right? Doesn't mean these are magical lines where price will hit and definitely come down. No, doesn't work that way. Again, I don't want to go over all of that. So we started with the weekly. We marked out our daily support levels. What about our daily resistance levels now? Okay, we can go ahead and we have one right here actually, which is lining up with this. Seems like they are playing off these levels, but I'm going to go ahead and use these guys over here instead. lines up with this wick over here. So now you're seeing this come to fruition. We also did have some sort of trend line over here that broke to the downside, eh? So this is a good example, by the way, guys, that hey, even though you have a typically bullish formation, it doesn't need to break to the typically bullish side. It is all a probability. It could very well break to the downside as well, and you're seeing an example of that right over here. And this is an example of trend continuation, even though we put in a bullish pattern, right? So be very, very careful with that kind of stuff, guys. Do not expect it or to break to the upside just because it is a bullish pattern. A pattern is just a probability of one thing happening over the other. Okay, so we have that. This is not something we can really use, but in terms of daily levels, we can mark this one as well. Okay, so now we have our daily resistance levels, one over here. If we actually, so this is the way I'm looking at it, okay? XRP is basing itself very, very well off the 2,741 Satoshi level right over here on the daily. We have bounced off a weekly level at around 2,491 Satoshi. So as long as we are closing candles above this on the daily level, above 2,750, then I'll be expecting XRP to make its way up to the top of the range over here at 3,000 Satoshi. Okay, if we close the daily underneath over here, then I'll be getting out of the position that I added today, and I'll be looking to reposition somewhere towards the bottom of this range over here. Okay, that's how I will be playing it. For now, I'm looking for further upside on the daily level, looking for this to make its way up to the top of the range over here. Okay, and that's where I'll be looking to take my first bit of profits. When it comes to altcoins, guys, I want to be a little safer, especially when Bitcoin is being Bitcoin. When it comes to Bitcoin, I ride the trend a lot more aggressively. When it comes to altcoins, I take my profits and then let the rest ride, using my profits to safeguard my BTC. My goal, okay, my strategy is to just keep collecting BTC, keep collecting BTC, keep collecting BTC. So if a trade goes in my favor when it comes to altcoins, okay, what I want to do is use very strategically use those profits to let the trend ride. But if it does come back on me, I do not want to ever go into losses when it comes to losing Bitcoin on an altcoin trade, okay, because that can be a slippery slope. So going back to what I said, as long as we're closing candles of this, I'm looking for further upside to around 3,000 Satoshi. Once we clear this, I'm looking for a mega move all the way up to perhaps 3,600 Satoshi. That's your weekly level, right? But your daily level is pointing to 3,700 Satoshis. So, ooh, this is looking good. This is looking good if things pan out. Now, what I want to do is look at the 4-hour time frame, see what we have going on over there. And as you guys can see, we are putting in, a falling channel, very similar to what we had over here, right? Over here, but that was on the daily time frame. So let's see how this one is actually shaping up. This one is actually shaping up to have broken up to the upside and does want to see continuation actually. Okay, cool. This is actually looking good. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. As you can see, I've not drawn this too perfectly, right? I'm not too nitpicky with my patterns, guys. You guys know, because I do not use them as my primary tool or my secondary tool. It's more like a tertiary tool. I've looked at so many things now, and now what I'm seeing is, hey, on the 4-hour, we have a falling wedge onto a daily support level. That's how I'm looking at it. This is actually one of the plays I like playing. Now we have broken to the upside. We have found support on this daily level over here, broken to the upside, closed daily candles above this 2,700 Satoshi, even though we've had 4-hour candles underneath it, right? Okay, that's actually bullish, okay, baiting people into getting out of their positions and then closing above anyways, then actually breaking the pattern to the upside. So when you break a pattern to the upside, you're typically breaking the downtrend on the time frame you're looking at. So as you can see, we have broken the downtrend. We have created a higher high compared to this high over here, broken the downtrend, looking to set in a higher low. Now where does that come? Could come over here, could come somewhere around here actually, maybe somewhere over here, we don't know, right? Now how does this pan out? If we actually take about 2,818 Satoshi, I'm actually looking for further upside, and we're actually doing, I don't say we're doing that right now, but it looks like we want to do that as we speak. You can see how I'm drilling down from the higher time frames to the lower time frames. If we can close a 1-hour candle, now by the way, as we start getting to the lower and lower time frames, things become less and less probable, at least the way I like playing it, okay? So if you close a 1-hour candle over here, guys, I'm looking for further upside. I'm looking for this wedge, this falling wedge to have continuation all the way up to first target actually would be, let's see. First target would be somewhere around 2,900 Satoshi, and then after that, top of the wedge, likely 2,950 Satoshi. So not a big difference because you're looking at the lower time frames, but somewhere around here, guys, is where I'll be taking a portion of my profits. I'm not sure whether it'll be 25%, 30%. No, I haven't thought of that just yet. I have to put in some thought right away. I wanted to get this video out because I'm freaking starving right now, and I promised I'd actually at least do 2 videos today. So I want to get this video out and then get some food and then think about where I'll be taking profits. Hopefully XRP doesn't do an XRP move and just freaking pump all the way to tops. The amount of times I've left profits on the table when pertaining to altcoins because they just go really fast is actually, it's depressing. But I'll try, and you know what, I'm just with that thought actually, I'm going to, right after this video, I'm gonna think about where I want to I know where I want to take profits. I just don't know how much profits I want to take. So you guys are probably knowing that I don't talk about my exact take profit target. I don't talk about my exact stop loss and all that because this is not a signals group. This will never be a signals group. This is more about me explaining my thoughts, my ideas, how I read the market, how I take my trades, how I lose my trades, all of that. So this is for you guys to learn and be able to do it yourself too, the mango way, the stress-free way, so you guys can tell your boss to F you, screw you, I'm no longer coming in on Monday mornings. I'm going to be sitting at home making money from my massive desk and computer. I'm very tired. I'm just talking nonsense. I will see you guys in tomorrow's video, or perhaps I'll do one more on ChainLink. I want to do on Ethereum too. There's so much opportunity. But hey, leave a comment down below as to what video you guys want me to do. Please keep it a high cap coin, guys. ChainLink, Ethereum, or LTC. Pick between those 3. Vote underneath, and I will cover. Oh man, come on, yes, tick above. Give me that tick. Do it, XRP. Let's watch it. It's doing it. I'm also in an LTC trade actually. Did it tick? Did it do its tick? No. Might not do it right now, guys. So holy shit, guys. So just as I hit the record button off, this is what happened. So it actually happened. And this is exactly what I was talking about, right? As soon as we saw the tick above this, boom. And now I have to actually deal with taking. It's not, no. I'm actually going to wait for at least 29,000 to 2,900 Satoshi. Krisha, could you just manage my BitMEX position on this? Just go to the thingy. It's moving fast. Okay, guys, so this is going good. I'll probably be taking out 25% of my position at around 2,900 Satoshi, and I'll then basically use that to safeguard myself from any potential losses on BTC and go for the big win. Okay, so this is how I'm going to be looking at it. This is amazing. This is actually, I love that this actually panned out on video while well, not really, actually almost started the rendering of this video, so it happened just in time. So now I get to explain my mindset, right? Now that as long as I get to collect my profits, as long as this doesn't freaking dump on me, I will be able to turn this into a very stress-free trend trade. I will let this ride, and I'll be looking at the higher time frames. This is looking really good. I'll be looking for a target to 2,009 Satoshi right now, and then after that, as long as we close a daily candle about 2,950 Satoshi, 2,960-ish, I'm just rounding over here, we'll be looking for a move all the way over here. Okay, that's the big move, the asymmetrical trade that I'm actually looking for, a move to around 3,000. I keep saying 30 because of Link is sitting at those high Satoshi numbers. XRP is sitting at the 1,000, so 3,500 Satoshi level. Okay, somewhere around here I'll be looking for a move. It does line up with a lot of other things as well, but I wanted to keep this video short and sweet. But hey, yeah, this has been such a good trading month, man. Feb. I really like this, and you guys got to see now how I broke this down right in front of you guys and basically develop the trade, and this is looking really good, guys. I will see you guys in the next video. Throw a like, throw it a subscribe.